Hey everyone, today we are checking out the Japanese Pokemon Center merchandise line Bug Out, and as you can guess, this one was super exciting for me to see announced because I love seeing bug Pokemon, which often don't get a huge time in the spotlight, get some attention, get some love, and get some new merchandise out there. So we have a lot of bug items from the Bug Out line and a few other bug related merchandise things that I will also be unboxing today. So hope you enjoy the video. Big thank you to our website sponsor, Metro Japan, who did send this stuff for us to unbox. Really appreciate it. If you want to order something from Japan, we do recommend their website, and you can, if something's sold out, you can register your email and let them know that there's interest in that product, and hopefully they can get more back in stock. I know some of this stuff is sold out by now. I also want to give a huge thanks to our patrons on Patreon and our Twitter subscribers. It really means a lot, and also helps us get some other different merch to do unboxings and stuff. So I'm grateful for that. It's really, really appreciated. Without further ado, let's get started. First, we have actually a gauze blanket, and the gauze blankets are a little bit lighter and thinner, and especially good for summer when you don't want something too thick on. So this blanket here is 100 centimeters by 140 centimeters. So let's take it out, see how big it is, and then actually I might use it on the table here as kind of the cover. The blanket is super cute, and you can see up here the edges are hemmed, and the back is just kind of a cloth, almost like a towel cloth, but softer. It is softer, and well, than most towels. Maybe some of you guys have the super nice deluxe towels that are soft, but it feels quite nice. The printed side is a little bit more stiff, as it does have the printing on it, but I'll put it down and we can take a look at the full thing. All right, so this is the blanket all laid out, and you can kind of see our guests in the background there are set up. Mr. Mime is taking care of Swadloon and Swaddle. But oops, little preview. This is it in its full glory, and it features the art for this Pokemon set. So that is the gauze blanket that is part of this line. The second item I wanted to take a look at was this Heracross backpack, which is super cool. So let's get it out and take a look at it. So this is the Heracross backpack out of the bag, and it's actually, I mean, it's not huge. It's a small mini backpack, but I think it's larger than maybe I imagined when I was looking at the product photos. I actually brought the Kimi ni Kimeta Heracross plushie up to kind of compare sizes, and although the horn is more massive on the plushie, the backpack is bigger than the plushie itself, so that's just a little size comparison. I don't believe I have the Pokemon Sitting Cutie Heracross plushie, otherwise I would have brought that up. But let's take a look inside the backpack now too. So before we get inside, I guess I'll just show you the back. And the back just has two straps. It's actually just one strap kind of tucked in here. Although you could unclip this and just, just have it hanging if you wanted to carry it or just put it on the wall or something. The bottom, not much to speak of, and there is a top look as well if you're curious, and the zipper is going to be around here and just opens up like this. Not a ton of space. This is very plush in the front. It's very thick. You can kind of hopefully see that on camera. And there's not a huge amount of room just for, goods or whatever. So it's more of maybe like a cosplay item or just something cool to wear. But it definitely is cool, and especially I think for Heracross fans, they're probably pretty happy to get something like this bag. So let me know what you think about this in the comments, or what bug Pokemon you'd like to see as a backpack. The next items are these adorable Joltik paper clips. They're not paper clips as in, metal paper clips, but they do clip on to paper or folders or whatever else you'd like them to clip on to. So they're actually figure clips. And this is a set of 2 from the bug out line. And don't you guys just love that Swaddle? So let's get these open and check them out. So as you can see, they just have clips on the bottom of them. Here is kind of a 360 view of the clips themselves, top and bottom as well. And they can just clip on to anything. And I think honestly, Joltik being so cute, so small, and a spider, it'd be kind of fun to find someplace, vertical to hang it. I don't know, curtain or something is where I think that this might look super cute on. But just as an example, I have the box out. This would be how they clip on, and they can just keep you company on your desk or in your room, wherever you like your bug Pokemon to stick. But I think they're adorable, and I kind of love figure clips. There is another type of gacha line that are similar figure clips, and I've always enjoyed those. Even though there's no real practical use for them, I think that they do look super cute. So let me know what you think in the comments, and let's move on. Here is the bug out accessory dish. So this is probably meant for things like jewelry and such. I don't have so much jewelry to put on it, but it is super cute and does feature Joltik, Spinarak, and even one of the newest spiders from Scarlet and Violet. So let's take a look inside. So now the accessory stand is out of all of its packaging. I'm going to turn it around for you so you can see, get a full view of it. The weight is leading me to believe that at least the base is metal and not just like chrome plated plastic. I believe this might be metal too. But anyway, we have 3 different Pokemon, obviously, Spinarak, Joltik, and Tarantula. Don't rip me up too hard in the comments. I can't pronounce it very well. And then the bottom, if you're curious, just has the copyright information. But anyway, it is a very lovely little area where you could store anything small, really. I mean, if you just want this on your desk and like put paper clips and stuff on here, I think it would look just as cute. But obviously, if you have earrings or something, these little holes would be good for some earrings, and it also has the gaps in the web where you could hook something, any kind of jewelry that is able to kind of go through that and hang off of there. So I think for bug type Pokemon fans, it's definitely a cute thing for either a dresser or a desk. And I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. I know it's not a spider, but it would have been fun to have Swaddle featured on here as well. And it does spit, do string shot and stuff. Although maybe it would be in danger with all these spider-like Pokemon were it to be included. So anyway, this is a very cute item, and let me know what you think. I did also want to get the notebook that comes in the bug out set, just because I love the art for this set, and I think it's just would look cute on the shelf. So just like the God's Blanket, same artwork. This is the main artwork for the line. You have the adorable example of the bug out logo featuring Swaddle there. And inside the notebook, there are actually a few bug related things and, some coloring pages, but mostly just would be a regular school notebook for kids. And then at the end here you have some more bug Pokemon featured. So there's little Swaddle. And finally, we have what is probably my favorite item out of the whole line, is the Swadloon cover. Swadloon hooded towel, as it is officially known. And we do have Swaddle there in the background. But this is obviously something that a fan could wear. I might show up, you know, at the next VGC tournament wearing one of these. I don't know. But let's check it out. At the bottom of the hooded towel, you do have Swadloon's hands, and then a really cool thing is that it includes a little snap, so you can actually have it closed around you without actually having to hold it there. And then you have Swadloon's face, of course, grumpy as always, ready to have some love and evolve into Leavanny. And the back is just features the leaf design there on the back of Swadloon. But let's put this on Swadloon. Let's have Swadception, okay? Now, hopefully, Swadloon's a little bit less crabby because it gets to wear the special hooded towel of itself. That's pretty special, right? Doesn't look impressed, but I'm pretty impressed. I think it's definitely cute, and even though there was no Swaddle merch, which was pretty devastating, I do think that this cool hooded towel mostly made up for it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Alright, now we have a few other bug items that are not officially a part of the bug out set, and this is not even a Pokemon item. Shock, gasp, surprise. But I did think it was relevant to this video and cute. It is a Tentomon Digimon keychain here. So although it's not Pokemon, I did just think that this is a very cute little acrylic keychain from Japan. So I did also order this along with the other bug goods, and I am curious if anyone else has a favorite Digimon that is similar to some of their favorite Pokemon. Obviously, this one is a bug-like Digimon. So let me know in the comments. I also picked up a small TCG portfolio, and this one was cute because it features a lot of great Pokemon, such as Heracross there, Poliwag, Sunflora, and Darmanitan, and some others as well. So I thought this was cute, and it did feature a bug Pokemon, so I thought I would throw this in the video as well. These little TCG portfolios have space for the cards and 4 cards per page. I have not actually used any of these, and I have not used this one. It looks like they're kind of single. You'd have to put 2 cards in fronts, you know, kind of their backs facing each other, and it's just one sleeve, so they're not separated or anything per page. They're pretty thin pages, but there is some space for some of your favorite Pokemon cards. Personally, I just got it for the art, so you can let me know what you think of these cute little stands that they're running here. Finally, I also picked up 2 items from the Strange Paradox merchandise line, because I think some of the art here is really fabulous, and this notebook I just thought would be cool to pick up. You can see the Paradox Pokemon, and there are, you know, Slither Wing is featured in there, and so I thought it would be good to fit it in this video like the other non-bug out items. Inside the notebook, it's just lined with regular writing paper, and then you have some Paradox Pokemon motifs in the bottom. I believe they're just the same, yeah, page to page, but nice place to either take notes or create a diary or something. And it has a very fabulous cover there. The second strange paradox item that I got was this Slither Wing memo holding figure. Okay, so it's a memo stand and a figure. So let's open it up. There's the back of the packaging if you're curious. Here's an example of it holding like a note or something that you want to remind yourself of. So this is the Slither Wing memo stand. And as you can see, it looks very cute. I think they did a great job modeling the figure for this item. And then if you actually squeeze, hopefully you can see, okay. If you squeeze the legs, that's how you can open up the wings, and they kind of pinch shut to kind of hold a memo. I don't know, honestly, how tight that grip would be for like a loose piece of paper, but definitely if there's a sticky side on it, you know, like that would probably be helpful for it to be able to hold that. But let's just test it real quick here with a piece of paper. All right, I don't have a piece of paper, so we're just gonna use the strange paradox notepad notebook wrapper here. But it kind of works. I think, you know, like probably the lightness of paper is gonna help it. The grip here on the wings is not super strong, but because of, like, the curves in the designs and angles, it does actually balance. So I guess if you do have a piece of paper or a memo or something, it probably will stand up. But I'll tell you that, you know, like this clip is a much stronger grip than this memo stand here. Let me know. I am such a fan of Slither Wing. It has to be one of my favorite Paradox Pokemon. So I'm curious to hear about what your favorite Paradox Pokemon is, and if you have any merch of it. So let me know. Finally, we have a piece of merchandise, and this is gonna be the final unboxing for the vid, but we have a piece of merchandise that I've been hanging on to for a little while and wanted to show you guys. This is the Venonat wallet, and this was part of like a Pokemon Christmas release, I believe. So it's not a new product. I am currently not sure if it's in stock at Metro Japan or anywhere, but it is super cute. And honestly, I'm not a huge like I don't use Pokemon you know, branded stuff in my daily life. But this is something I would be willing to sneak in. And, you know, you got to check out at Target, and, you know, you go up to pay, gotta, you know, pop out the Venonat wallet here. So it has slots for cards, has a little coin purse. Coins are used a lot more in Japan than in the US, so that's probably geared towards their country. And you of course have room for cash as well. So I just thought this was such a fun little item, and I also think that the design is done really well. So you can let me know if you like it as much as I do. But I just thought it was absolutely adorable, and so I had to order this quite a while ago. I think it was at the end of 2023. But I'm glad I finally had kind of a bug-themed unboxing day to kind of open that up and show you guys. So let me know what you've thought of this and all of our merch today. We've opened quite a few things, so I'm excited to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know, and I hope everyone has a great summer. Take care, stay cool, and stay safe. If you like the video and want to see more Pokemon merchandise and unboxings and maybe reviews, please don't hesitate to subscribe, like the video, and follow us on social media. Thanks, everyone.